Hi, welcome to the world of big data. So under big data, there are so many technology, but Hadoop is the most important and the base technology. And Hadoop is consist of two parts. One is storage part and another is processing part. So in today's class, we will be exploring the storage part of Hadoop, which is known as Hadoop Distributed File System, or in short, you can call it as Hdfs. So you know that nowadays large amount of data is being generated. We are purchasing some products from online websites, eBay, Amazon, Flipkart. We are doing social networking. We are searching on Google. We are watching videos on YouTube. So large amount of data is generated over internet, and to deal with that large amount of data, single system is not sufficient. That's why Hadoop is giving us the flexibility that we can store our data distributively on multiple machines. So Hadoop is a master-slave architecture. That means we have a master machine, and along with that we have multiple slave machines. You can have a look at this picture. We have a master machine which is known as name node in Hadoop terminology. Along with the master machine, we have a backup node, because in case our master machine is down, we must have some backup so that the activities can be completed. And all these machines are my slave machines, which are known as data nodes in Hadoop terminology. And these dotted arrow, these indicates that name node is controlling all the data nodes. That means when we have to do some task, we will be requesting the master machine, and further master machine will be giving instruction to the slave machines. So now let's talk about these colorful blocks. So these colorful blocks are nothing but part of a big file. The file was too big to be stored on a single system. So what Hadoop has done, Hadoop has splitted this file into multiple smaller parts. And now these multiple smaller parts can be very easily stored on multiple slave machines. You can see that every data node has its own hard drive, and these blocks, the 15 blocks, are very easily stored on 5 machines now. Every machine is storing 3 blocks. So whenever we want to process our data, whenever we want to do some analysis, some analytics on our data, first of all we have to load the data into Hdfs. So let's understand how the data is copied from local file system to Hdfs. So you can see this. We have a local file system. Every operating system has a local file system in which you are storing your files, you are storing your data, you are storing your directories. So we have a local file system, and along with that we have Hadoop Distributed File System, which is installed on multiple machines. In this case you can see that in our Hdfs there is one master machine and 3 slave machines. So once we will be copying the data from our local file system to Hdfs, our large amount of data will be distributively stored on multiple machines. And the benefit we will get by storing the data distributively on multiple machines is that we can execute some logic, we can process something parallelly on multiple machines. So the data which was taking a long time to process on a single system, now the same data can be processed very easily in less amount of time with the help of multiple systems. So let's do this thing practically. That means we will be creating a test file on our local file system, and then we will be copying it to our Hdfs. Okay, so you can see this. I am logging into my Ubuntu. So Ubuntu is an operating system that is a Linux based operating system. So Hadoop can be installed only on a Linux based operating system. That can be Mac OS, that can be CentOS, that can be Fedora, or that can be Ubuntu. So I have installed Ubuntu to do all the things practically to learn Hadoop. So I can enter my password here in this Ubuntu so that I can log in. So you can see this is my Ubuntu, and in this one, first of all, we will be creating a test file. So I am going to my home folder. Here there are so many files and so many directories, but for our learning purpose we will create a new file. So I will click on create new document, empty document. I will give some name, maybe test_file. Okay, and now I will write something in this. I can write anything, but let me write something meaningful. Welcome to Hadoop. This is my first file in Hdfs. Okay, I am writing these 2 lines. Now I will save this file, and now I will copy this file into Hdfs. So Hadoop is driven by commands. So I will execute a command, and that command will copy this file from local file system into Hdfs. So I am opening my terminal now so that we can execute some command. Okay. So first of all, what are the files, what are the directories which are already available on my Hdfs? To see that, you have to execute some commands. So I will execute /hadoop fs -ls root. So this ls means listing. This ls command will display the files and the directories available at the root location of Hdfs. You can see that there is one directory, that is home. So now what we can do is we can copy that file from our local file system to Hdfs, either at the root location, or we may be interested to create a directory here, and then we can copy that file into that directory. So let's create a directory here. The command for creating a directory is hadoop fs -make_dir at the root location. Suppose my directory name is test_dir, and I will press enter now. Okay, so test_dir, this directory has been created at the root location of Hdfs. If you want, I can do the listing again, and you can see that. You can see this. Earlier there was only one directory, that is home, but this time there is one more directory with the name test_dir. So now we have a directory, and now we will copy that file from local file system into this test_dir. So we have a command for that, that is /hadoop fs -copy from local. The name itself is meaningful. The name itself is telling you that this command will be copying the data from local file system. So now we will provide the source path. So the path of my file which I just created, that is /home/ my username, that is Neeraj, inside that test_file. Yes, this is the source path, and now the destination path, where exactly I want to copy it. So the destination path is root test_dir. Yes. So let me highlight this command so that you can have a look. Yes. /hadoop fs -copy from local then the source path and the destination path. This is your command. I will press enter now, and the file will be copied from local file system to Hdfs. The file has been copied successfully. But how do we know? Can we verify it? Yes, we can do that. Just like we were doing listing at the root, similarly we can do the listing for test_dir. That means whatever things are available inside test_dir, those things will be displayed here. You can see that. Under test_dir there is a file test_file. So we have successfully copied the file. But one more thing we want to do. We want to check like whatever lines we had written inside this file, are those lines available now? So yes, we can try that out. We have a command that is fs-cat and then the complete path of the file. You can see this. Welcome to Hadoop, and this is my first file in Hdfs. So the same lines which we had written inside our test file on our local file system, the file has been copied into Hdfs, which contains the same text. So all these things, creating a directory, copying the file, viewing the content, all these things we are doing from terminal. But we have one more way to check our data. Shall I show you that thing? You can open your web browser. That can be Internet Explorer, or that can be Mozilla Firefox, or any other browser. Okay, so we have a link which you can type here, that is localhost :5070. Yes, if you will open this thing, you will find your data available on the browser. You can see this. There are so many things displayed, but you can click here, browse the file system. Yes, and now you can see that there is a test directory, test_dir. You can click on that, and inside that there is a file test_file. You can click on that also, and now the file content will be displayed over the browser. Let me zoom in so that you can have a closer look. Yes, I think it's visible now. So this way we can load the data in Hdfs and we can browse that from the browser. Once the data has been loaded into Hdfs, we are ready to process the data distributively on multiple machines, which we will be covering in our next class. Thank you.